Hey everyone, it's Grant Winsauer, and I am back here on the Bear Claw Cast to uh, bring you some breaking news that came out yesterday. Sorry that I couldn't get to it yesterday. I was busy with some other stuff, but and sorry it's been about a month since you've seen a podcast from me. I had a family vacation, and then I had my wisdom teeth removal, but finally I am fully healed from my wisdom teeth removal and all that stuff, and my vacation was really good. So yesterday, the Bears extended Ryan Poles for 3 years. So he is contractually connected to the Bears until 2029. People thought that it was a 5-year deal, but it's a 3-year extension. He has 2 years left on his current deal. Now, the money has not been announced yet, but I don't really think that ever is announced. I'll look on Twitter to see if it was announced, but I wouldn't imagine that it would be. Let me see. Ryan Poles extension. Yeah, it doesn't say how much his extension is worth, but it is kind of a little bit surprising that they didn't wait until after this year to do it, in my personal opinion, because I mean he has a .275 winning percentage, 0 playoff playoff appearances, 0 division titles, 15-36 record, and he has placed last place in his division twice ever since taking over. But you know, I'm gonna go over the good and the bad that he has done since taking over the Bears. Um, let's start off with the bad. When he was brought here, he didn't hire the right coach. He hired Matt Eberflus. He didn't fix the offensive line. He didn't try to help Justin Fields when he was quarterbacking for the last few years that he was with Chicago. And then he had some bad trade moves in Chase Claypool. I don't want to say Montez Sweat because he has worked out better than people think. He just had a down year last year, but I do believe that that with Dennis Allen and this new coaching staff that he will return to form this upcoming year, hopefully. And then, I mean, that's to the extent the bad that happened. The good was he did trade back, and he landed us the Carolina deal that got us Caleb Williams, DJ Moore, Darnell Wright, Tyreek Stevenson. Hopefully he can flourish under this new coaching staff. Luther Burden and Torrey Taylor. And he proceeded to fix. When he came in, we were one of the teams with the most dead cap space, and now he's flipped that around. And now he's fixed the offensive line with the acquisitions of Joe Tooney, Drew Dahlman, and Jonah Jackson, and also getting Ozzy Trapillo to hopefully, maybe not start right away unless he shows that he really can with when training camp starts about a week from now. In fact, the rookies show up actually a week from today, the day that I'm filming this, Saturday, July 12th. They will show up Saturday, July 19th, with the veterans showing up the 22nd. So, but let's also go into why so why I think this was a good thing. Also, so Ben Johnson, our new head coach, I will continue saying that until uh, till the till the season starts. He emphasized that he wants GM and head coach alignment. So with this 3-year extension for Ryan Poles, they are aligned now with both their contracts. Ben Johnson signed a 5-year, $65 million contract when he agreed to become coach of the Bears. And also, I mean, if Ben Johnson wasn't on board with extending Ryan Poles, he wouldn't have come here. He wouldn't have wanted to become the head coach of the Bears. So, I mean, personally, I don't really see any bad in this. In terms of the head coach and GM alignment, because that is very important. It's a huge part in making sure that you're you are working with someone that you think you can make it work with, and you can fix this. And Ben Johnson, within the first 6 months of being the head coach of the Bears, from a a standalone standpoint, in terms of getting top tier talent to come to Chicago, definitely it helps, because we're trying to turn this thing around. And I mean, based on his draft class and based on his free agent acquisitions, definitely looks like him and Ryan Poles are going to be able to turn it around. Now, there are some drawbacks to that. With the talent that they acquired this past offseason with the offensive line and defensive line, we're already in negative cap space right now. And that'll change, of course. We'll maybe we'll restructure some people. We'll release some people in by the time we get to next year's free agency, to have some money to spend on new talent. But with everything that's going on, with all the talent that they just acquired, they won't have as much money as they've had in the past. In the past we've had $80 million, 60, something like that. So this is a lot of money to spend on trades and to acquire talent. But for the next couple of years, that's going to be a little bit of a question mark. And one of the things that Ryan Poles is not necessarily good at is getting top tier talent in beyond like the second round. Now, I do believe that will change with this coaching staff. But when you look at when he had Matt Eberflus, his third round picks were guys like Velus Jones, not necessarily great talent guys, and when you're out of uh, out of free agent money, you're kind of banking on your draft picks working out, and not all of his middle round draft picks have worked out. Ryan Poles isn't like Howie Roseman, who always seems to just go back to top tier programs like Alabama or LSU and just make them into a superstar. So the next couple of years are going to be crucial, in terms of making sure that we can acquire talent to make this team into a Super Bowl contending team. I hope that right now, I hope that we can be a playoff caliber team, or at least a 10-win team would be my hope. I want to believe that we can do that with Ben Johnson and all that stuff, but also I don't want to be that guy that buys into the hype until he sees it. So I'm gonna wait until I can see it on the field. And if I had to give my one word reaction to this extension that Ryan Poles just signed, it would probably be optimistic. Would be probably my one word reaction. I hope that he and Ben Johnson did a great job this year, and I hope that they can continue that for the next 5 years, because I want to be a fan of where we had the same coach for 15 to 20 years before we have to find another head coach. And we've gone through too many head coaches recently, and then you look at the GMs. It's just about the same, really, with the GMs too. So, we'll see how this goes. If you guys had to give your one word reaction to this, what would it be? Let me know down in the comment section, and I'll reply to your comments. I think that's going to be all for me today. There hasn't been any other news in terms of football much recently, besides the fact that still most of the NFL's second round draft picks are still unsigned, which includes our 3 second round picks in Luther Burden, Ozzie Trapillo, and Shamar Turner. I would hope that they get those 3 signed before next Monday or Tuesday, I think, actually, because they show up the 22nd, so that's, the 22nd is next Tuesday. So hopefully that is, or wait, actually that's not right. The 22nd is, the 22nd is next Tuesday. But hopefully that is taken care of before the veterans show up for practice. So that's all I got for you today. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, so I can keep bringing you the best Bears news content possible. Sorry that I might seem a little rusty. I kind of I took a month off because of my vacation and my wisdom teeth removal. So this is my first time in front of a camera in a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next couple days, because I have another podcast scheduled for to kind of like go over things before training camp starts. So see you guys then. Bye.